Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Ball Stock Podcast. Second week in a row. We here, baby. We here. We staying consistent. Welcome to the podcast. Okay, and we got here my man, Chief Beef.
Yo, everyone, how's it going? This is Chief Beef in the house. How
And
y'all doing
you can
today?
actually hear him this time. Big ups to
Oh
Chief
yeah,
Beefs.
yeah.
Yes,
I see you
sir.
didn't get any views last time on any podcast or whatever, but we're going to change that. The sexy voice thing is back in the game,
Yeah,
baby. Let's go.
we needed this voice, bro. We needed the people needed your voice, man. But yeah, Chief Beef's
Oh yeah.
voice situation is sorted, and hopefully, future podcasts, it won't happen again. Uh,
The
but yeah,
only way is up, brother. I'm telling you right now. The only way is up. Been saying
that's
this ever since.
yeah, that's a quote right there. The only way is up. I'm gonna steal that. Okay. By the way, yep, the second podcast is here. More football, crazy games last week. And let's just straight jump in to the first game. I think so. You should take over because it's Arsenal versus Manchester United.
All right. Let's talk about the Arsenal versus Manchester United. Oh wait, I said that wrong, did I? I
No,
said Arsenal. Yeah, it's Arsenal or Arsenal because I don't know because they were taking serious pipe from Manchester United last
that
day. So
that
you you couldn't be wrong, if you said either of those things. But anyway, talking about Manchester United versus Arsenal, first of all, what a game! What a game that was! What a
that
game that was! That was
that.
pure football versus set piece, shithousery, set piece, haram ball at its peak. Arteta just never, just never ceases to surprise me every single time. My man is 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 performing haram footballs on level that is like unheard of.
Bro,
My
yeah,
man is making the shaitan scared by the levels of haram balls that
bro.
he's playing.
Wallahi, man, wallahi. Like, Diego Simeone would have dreams of playing haram ball like that. Like, Arteta is setting an example for the future. It's crazy how haram it is. Like,
Allegri calls Arteta his master.
bro, yeah, man. Like, Ramadan is coming. I don't think so. I can watch Arsenal games right now. It's haram, man. It's like pure haram, and Ramadan is very religious. So I think
And that's
so.
why I do believe that's one of the main reasons why Arsenal is going to bottle the league this season as well. Haram ball
Oh,
in Ramadan doesn't work, bro.
that is fair. That is fair. I hear you. I hear
Like
you.
imagine the top scorer or maybe like the second best scorer in your team are own goals. Your strikers, your wingers don't even have a fucking goal or whatever from the
Bro,
last maybe 5 or 6 matches. What are you talking about?
yeah, man.
What
Yeah.
are you doing?
And you also got to remember that they signed a striker uh, last summer, Victor Gyökeres, the Sporting CP. Don't get excited. Legend. But he's firing blanks in the Arsenal kit. Still, the Arsenal fans are glazing him to the moon, doing his celebration everywhere. But the only celebration he's doing are his hair flicks. That's all I see. Like whenever I see Joker's highlights, it's literally just his hair flicks, and not football.
My man left his mask in Sporting Lisbon, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because ever since he's come to Arsenal, God forbid I was going to say Manchester United. ever since he's ever since he's come to Arsenal, the only where his hands have been is above his head. That man needs to be arrested and shit.
For real, for real.
Talking about Arsenal versus Manchester United, the match we got, started off Arsenal playing it well, playing it good, keeping up the ball possession and all that. The set piece master classes that they were going to, lay down on Manchester United didn't really end up so well. So Arsenal set piece leads to Lemon's great save on Zubamendi. I'm saying this like I think this was
That
a
was yeah. That
big
was
blessing in disguise. It's a big blessing in disguise that we got Lemons.
Bro,
Ruben Amorim, God bless him, regardless of whatever it was, this man
bro.
got like got like great plays for us.
Nah, nah, but
Oh,
but my man
yeah.
Onana would have said that as well. Like, come on.
My man Onana is, I think, don't remind me of Onana because ever since Lemons has come into this thing,
Yeah, he.
I had my doubts first, I had my doubts first. I didn't really believe in it, but now I'm confident. Black players are not very good at goalkeeping. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
see,
It is what
see,
it is.
see. This is where you're reaching risky waters because Milan has a goalkeeper right now who's black,
I know,
and
but
he's carrying our ass. Okay, I'm telling you right now, he is the best keeper right now. Like, I don't wanna hear, I don't wanna hear it.
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Bro, please go on. What happened? What happened to Onana? We signed him literally because my man was playing for Inter in the Champions League final, right? And he was playing really well, and Manchester City, Pep
Bro, yeah.
Guardiola was worried about him. Even he mentioned in the interview, the goalkeeper, hey, the goalkeeper is the between that pass between the line pass,
Oh my god,
that's a
that
very
Pep
very
accent, the
bad.
Pep
Yeah.
accent. Oh my god.
But when we signed him, all we got was like fixing his socks and just yelling at Harry Maguire and all that.
Bro, I don't know what
But
happened.
anyway, that was a great save by Lemens on Zubimendi and all. And talking about the Martinez own goal, well, I think so that there was like a proper entire build up to that Martinez mistake, you could say. Uh, sure, own goals are in a way defenders' mistakes and all that. Yes, but own goals are also in a way, caused by the team that is properly pressing and they're causing tension and
Mm-hmm.
kind of pressure on the rival team and all that, on the opponents.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you notice the build up to the Martinez own goal mistake. When in deep block, Manchester United, in a way, set their players in between the line, and then they go wide and all, and you know, say from the back. I think yes, that's correct. Nketiah gets the ball. Brian Mbemu is pressing Nketiah, and he plays the ball in the box, or
Uh-huh.
in other words, makes the cross inside. And in the
Yeah.
center forward position of Arsenal, again, call it a set play or whatever, how the way Arteta, does his thing.
Yeah.
But in the center forward position is the fullback, right? And the pressing, and then the that happens, and the Martinez goals, you could say, was the timber was was completely on Martinez. I think almost everyone in the box of Manchester United was at that moment, what do you say, was fixed with Arsenal players. Like they had their almost their hands full.
Yeah.
The ball comes in, and Timber, well, Timber is significantly, if you could not, well, yeah, in a way, he's a bit bigger than Martinez and all
Bro.
that. I wouldn't really say significantly, but he's
Bro.
bigger than Martinez,
Martinez is four
and
foot two. Even I'm bigger than him.
you're not even like the size of his ball sack, my brother. Come on, this man plays in the Premier League. This man is named the Butcher.
Yeah,
What?
that name is
He
Fugazi.
whacks people with his cocks, bro.
It's
Get out of here, bro.
bro. I will respect that he's a good defender, but in no way
Hmm.
I'm beating him in a header every day of the week. He's short as fuck. Okay, let's not forget that. Okay,
No, but
he's
uh,
on a good day he's 4 foot 3.
right, right. On a good day, yeah. Complan drinking motherfucker over here talking about Martinez being
Yo,
being short and all.
Complan throwback, by the way. That's a throwback right there. I used to
Complan
actually
was
drink.
pretty dope actually.
Yeah, I used to
Complan was
drink
pretty
that.
amazing. Right now at the market, Horlicks. There was this another drink that came. It was Complan, Boost, this thing, Horlicks, and some other one by Cadbury. I don't know what it was, but it was something, some powder. Uh, God, what was the name? I forgot. Anyway, it was something by Cadbury, but like the Horlicks one, bro. Horlicks was
Yeah,
the
bro. Horlicks
shit.
was like Horlicks.
Horlicks was
Everything
the
Horlicks
shit.
was OP. Was too good.
Right now, Horlicks in the market in Oman, by the way, is 2.6. You get a small ass midget your size bottle.
Oh
I
my
lifted
god.
the bottle up and I was like, "Hey, bro, lal chutney, what the hell?"
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
And
man.
I was like, "Ah."
Okay, let's just stick to football.
anyway, anyway, and then so that was Arsenal getting going 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Considering Martinez's mistake, again, as I've said, it was Arsenal's pressing also that caused pressure on Manchester United, pushed them back properly. Martinez makes the mistake, ends up conceding the goal. And for the player, the type of the caliber Martinez has as a player, I think so. You could just let it go or overlook it.
Hmm.
Martinez is an amazing player. He's proven himself, every single time that he's been on the pitch. He gives his almost everything.
Yeah.
He gives his everything
It's
whenever he's on the
it's
pitch.
like it was.
Even after coming back from the injury, like he's sustained for such a long time as well. Man
Yeah.
comes back, quality is still there. Puts in the effort and gets the ball. His passing is amazing, amazing. I think if you remember last season, the Manchester Derby, his pass to Ahmad almost halfway across. Right, Martinez was on the line and he passes the ball on to Ahmad.
Uh huh.
Ahmad then just tips it over the goalkeeper, lets it bounce. Catches onto the ball and then just taps it inside. So that was the winning goal versus Manchester Derby. That was last season. But
Yeah.
anyway, talking about like the second goal, Zubamendi mistake, and which caused Brian Mbemu goal.
That was the
By the
first goal.
way, which yeah, the build up to that goal as well. If you watch the match, you will give credit to Brian Mbemu.
Yeah, that was a good press. That was good pressing from Manchester United, and
Yeah, yeah.
then
It
Zubamendi.
was it was mainly I think well I'm confident it was mainly Ryan Mbemu which what do you say took the courage and pressed. So what happened was you could say yeah well Zubamendi, you've got like in the back, you've got three, right?
Mm.
You got the back three. You've got Zubamendi. Zubamendi was what on the left, I think
S-
so.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
Saliba and Gabriel.
Zubamendi on the left, and you've got Saliba in the middle and Gabriel
Yeah.
on the right. Positioning of Brian Mbemu was in such a way that he was between Saliba and he was between this thing, Saliba and Gabriel. Zubamendi had the ball, and if you notice, between the line, there was Declan Rice was looking. He was waiting for Zubamendi to make the pass to him so that he could make the run inside. But Zubamendi, decided to play it safe, pass the ball back to Saliba. Now Brian Mbemu, he was between this thing. What do you say, Gabriel and Saliba, but decided and took the courage to go and press Saliba because he had the ball at the moment. And Brian Mbemu goes in. He's pretty quick, Brian Mbemu.
Yeah.
He goes in, he
Yeah.
presses, and he pressed William Saliba. Saliba then, notices this thing. The Brian Mbemu is completely behind him, is pressing him full head on. Kinds of misplaces the pass to Zubamendi, and Zubamendi was also in a way not prepared to. I think Zubamendi expected that Saliba would pass the ball to the goalkeeper, David Raya,
Yeah.
but decided not to and pass it to Zubamendi. Zubamendi was, if you notice, Zubamendi was moving. He wasn't like prepared for the pass and all that. And pass was also was not, you know, was not that very good of a pass by Saliba as well.
Yeah,
It was a,
it was a short
you could say it
pass.
was a, you could say it was a panic pass or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Zubamendi gets the ball. He controls it somehow. He got like I think he had Bruno behind him that was going to that was man marking him or whatever. Well, not man marking, but like it was Bruno coming in from behind him as well.
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Uh, Zubamendi then tries to pass it back to David Raya, or he thought he did, but misplaced the pass, mistake happened, and Brahim Bemu didn't let that go, took advantage of it, and Manchester United will level 1-1.
Yeah, that's true. Like, speaking of, you said Mbemo is fast. Like, have you seen the bunda on him? It gives him, the thrust power to bang,
Whoa.
push the bunda on Mbemo. Come on,
I don't know
that's a
what kind
nice
of power
pair.
you're looking at, my man. I don't really know about that. So, man's talking about Bunda and all that. There's got like big fucking game going on, entire game going on. That's the shit my man notices on.
Bro, it's like I'm pretty sure that's what Zubamendi was focusing on, and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm playing football," and then he misplaced the pass, and Mbemo scored.
Right. So that was 1-1 first half. I think that was pretty much the first half that happened. So second half again now really liked it from Carrick. Didn't keep the team all composed and all that. Told them made the necessary changes tactically. Maybe spoke to the players, told them what to do, had them be a little bit more courageous, right? So second half, and I think that was also the reason why the golazo that Dorgu scored, the build up for
Bro,
that was pretty amazing as well.
the build up was amazing, and that shot, prime Bale vibes, by the way. That shot, oh my
That was
god.
amazing goal. My God, at a moment I thought we had our own. What do you say? Uh, God, who's the greatest right back in the world at the moment?
Right back, and Hakimi,
Like a fullback.
fullback, I
PSG.
PSG.
Nuno
Oh, no Mendes,
Mendes.
Nuno Mendes. We said it at the same time. That's
When
great.
Dorgu scored it, when Dorgu scored it, yes, I believe I was, I was that meme. I was that crying meme. I was like, that's it. He's so beautiful.
Oh
We
my
have
god.
our own Nuno Mendes. This is fucking amazing. We have our own Nuno Mendes. So anyway, build up to that goal. Lisandro Martinez passes up the ball to Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu again, you know, takes risk. You could see there were like six players from Arsenal
Yeah,
with three Manchester United
yeah,
players
yeah.
inside. That's a training session. You don't let that happen. Arsenal, I think, I don't know what happened, but they failed there. Patrick Dorgu gets the ball. Beautiful pass from Martinez, by the way. Patrick Dorgu gets the ball. One touch, one touch. Fernandez, composer. The heart of every game, like ever since Carrick has arrived, heart of every game, and also heart of every other game that previous managers have managed at or coached at Manchester United as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Plays the ball, one touch. Patrick Dogu passes it, runs inside, again passes it, runs deeper. Bruno Fernandes, that flick, the little flick from like the outside of his foot, real sexy thing by the
Yeah,
way,
that was good.
right? Patrick Dorgu gets the ball, goes in. I think it was the first touch shoot, right?
I,
Or was it
I,
like a
yeah, I believe as well. It was the first time he just like the pass came from Bruno, and then he just
yeah?
leathered it, top bins, hit the crossbar as well. Oh, too good.
Smashed that goal. My man hit it harder than Mason Green would hit his girlfriend or whatever.
Nah,
He
that is
he
crazy.
hammered that. He hammered that. He hammered it harder than like a drunk man coming home with wife
Yeah,
beater
okay, we
and
get
beating his
it.
wife.
We get it. We get it.
I
We get it.
that was That was harder than my father's belt, bro. That was amazing goal. That was my man, our Manchester United, Nuno Mendes that we got, right?
Nah, but
That was amazing goal, amazing.
Since Carey came on, that was like I think so back to back goals for Dogu. He scored against Manchester City, which we talked about in the last podcast, and then this one
Yeah.
actually, this one was like too
Mm.
good, too good.
So that was Patrick Dogo's Golazzo. Amazing goal, amazing play. Build up was amazing, pass was amazing, the goal, everything all over, all around, amazing, amazing goal.
Amazing football being played,
Oh yeah, right. Now then, coming on then to Arsenal haram ball tactics on the corner, and Merino scores to make it 2-2. Brother, the corner set piece of Arsenal are
bro.
fucking insane. When I
Bro,
tell you
how
they're
that is
insane,
not football. Like
you
I
have to believe me, it is unreal. I
I
have no understanding of what the fuck that is Arteta tries to do. He's just like spamming shit. He's like that little kid at FIFA. He's losing like 100-0 to his big brother, and he's just like spamming all the fucking buttons he can on the controller. What the fuck? You're not making any sense of anything you're doing at the moment, right? You've got like the corner kick coming in. Your strikers, I don't know where the fuck your striker is, where your winger is, where's the player, who's going to make a run in, who's going to jump, who's going to score the header. No. All this man decided to do was have two players come in from behind, ram into Manchester United players,
bro,
okay, stop them in their tracks, and then just hope for the ball to just like either go in through a header or someone gets a first touch and like shoots it inside.
like
And that's basically what happened.
that,
That's
yeah,
exactly what
exactly,
happened.
exactly, man. That is, I refuse to believe that the beautiful game is being played like that. Like that is unacceptable
No,
on
we
so
had we
many
had like
levels.
a this man would have taken out a camera and shot Human Centipede 3 right then and there.
Oh my god,
I
bro.
don't know, because they were stuck together. They were like glued together or whatever the fuck. They didn't leave any space whatsoever. What the funniest thing about the match that kills me is that I think it was like the final free kick that sorry, free kick, no, corner kick that Arsenal got, and two of the players that were Arsenal players, I don't know who, like I don't know the names and all that, but Mateus Cunha,
Push them,
he
right?
saw those two players, pushed them to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
fucking
saw
ball,
that. I
and
saw
one of them
that.
fell.
Yeah,
Hoping that the referee would see it, blow the whistle, they'll get like a foul or something.
yeah, yeah.
But the referee didn't blow the whistle,
Nah,
and
respect to
yeah, that didn't
Cunha,
work
man.
out.
Respect to Cunha for that.
By the way, I think Merino has a real punchable fucking face. I hate his face.
Bro, I don't know how he
I
started
know
from only.
his face, his face looks like someone in an Iranian film who's like a sex predator or whatever, like a
Oh my,
stalker or something.
I hear you. Like I legit hear you. Like it's
Oh
not even
my
a
God,
bad shout,
he looks like a Turkish stalker or something, or a human trafficker or whatever.
bro. In only Arteta's game, right? A CDM. Okay, Marino was
Hmm.
never a striker. He started his career as a center defensive midfielder. But in Arsenal's haram tactics, he's a striker, bro. Only Arteta can do this.
Arteta's haram ball tactics have been so scary that it has affected the last year Premier League winners as well. The Arne Slot.
Oh my
Arne
god.
Slot lost his bloody goddamn mind and built two twin tower formation haram ball to play against Leon.
Bro, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Like Arne Slot has
It's
lost the
it's
plot.
it's a real thing. It's a real formation. Go on Google right now and look for Liverpool formation versus I
Nah,
think was
nah.
Leon.
I'll put it. I'll put it. I'll put it. The viewers will see it. Don't worry, bro. I got it. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. Had a 4-2-2-2. Had a 4-2-2-2 formation, was utter insanity. I thank God I not watched that match, or I would have had nightmares or whatever.
Okay. Continue with the Cunha goal.
Continuing on with so now Arsenal are level. They've scored the 2-2 goal. They've made it level. And third goal now, Manchester United again, really well, really courageous, going in deep. Bruno going in deep, and this one thing I think won Manchester United the match. Uh, Michael Carrick or Carrick Guardiola, you could say. Carrick
Two
Guardiola
games,
decided
by the way,
to,
two games. Okay, you
no matter
getting
what,
ahead of yourself.
whatever the fuck, my man put, technically in a way, he put five past Manchester City and defeated top of the league Arsenal, the set piece haram ball, right? Michael Carrick or Michael Guardiola, my apologies. Michael Guardiola, right, decides to bring on who decides to bring on decides to take off Patrick Dogu and brings on Sesko. Now Sesko at that particular point of the match, again, Lemens was playing a long ball. Sesko controlled it. Manchester United uh, were high. They're like really high, like with Arsenal's half, right? Most of
Yeah,
the players were in Arsenal's half and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
With Casemiro dropping in and out of it, he was taking care of like the back as well. You've got the defenders and all that, everything in place. Casemiro again positioning. His positioning is my man. I will really cry when the day he decides to leave Manchester United, which is end of this season, by the
End
way.
of the season, yeah, he's leaving. Yeah, he
Yeah.
announced it.
Uh, Casemiro in position, everything in position, going in. You've had Bruno along with what do you say? Uh, you had yes,
Sesko.
you had Bruno and Cisco, and there was the man, the myth, the legend, Mateus Cunha, the last Boga Junito that we had, the dum cha cha, dum cha, dum cha cha. Yeah. So Cisco controls the ball, passes it on to Bruno Fernandes, and this is really amazing, by the way. Sesko, he controlled the ball and then turns around, makes him the run. You know,
Yeah,
drawing in Saliba, giving Mateus Cunha a second, right? A second was kind of, a second's head start was all he needed. Like the way he was, Mateus
yeah,
Cunha
yeah.
had the ball, made the run inside, cuts in, goes in. Saliba is like a second behind him, and the curl shot Mateus Cunha did. I don't care if it was instinctual, if it was coincidental, it was pure luck, or whatever you may try
Nah,
to
man, he
call it,
meant that.
or
He
you may
meant
want to
that.
call it. It was amazing.
It was
It
amazing.
was amazing. The curve on that shot was better than some of the curves you'll see on some women, right? It was
Nah,
out of this world.
I swear that girl is good, but Mbeumo's Bunda girl, yeah, we need to have a word about it. I don't know, something about Mbeumo's Bunda
We need
is.
to have a word about your viewership, my lord. It's in
I
places
don't know, bro.
that's a
It's
bit
it's
worrying.
just it's just bald people and with Bunda. Just I don't know.
You can't.
That's
Hey,
just my type.
bro, pay the fucking attention to our podcast name. It's Balls Talk, and you're here talking about men's bundas.
Oh my
Already,
god,
it's an edgy name, and my man is here talking about fucking bundas on on
that
on
is so
on
true.
male players.
That is so true.
This motherfucker didn't have any Alicia Liman or whatever the fuck in his mind. He decided to wake up one day and says, you know what? I'm going to stare at the bunda of a bearded, hairy, bald man, Brian Mbemo. That's it.
But it's just I don't know, man. It's just the way he wears his shot. It's just too revealing. You can't
Fine.
literally
Anyway,
look away from it.
anyway. Mateus Cunha scores the goal. Amazing goal. Couldn't believe it. And then dances and makes the Emirates his fucking disco,
Yeah,
my man.
he brought the
Dances it.
doop
I
cha cha
fucking love
doop cha.
that. that
Yeah,
doom
that
chak.
was.
The Joga Bonito does that. I don't know. That was not Joga Bonito, but whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the dance.
That
It
was
reminded me of Lingard when he did the Millie Rock.
pure, pure, pure. Oh yes, in Emirates, Amelie
Yeah,
Rock.
he did that
That
right.
was pure. That was. Well, it wasn't actually in a way, but still had Blackchester United vibes to it.
Yeah, but
Blackchester United, by the way, refers to the time when Tony Marshall, Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard were
Pogba.
playing for Manchester United, and I'll tell you, vibes were immaculate at that time. Vibes were unreal at the time. It was some of the most amazing ones. We had Pogba, we had Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford, not that old, well, not the current Rashford, but like at that time, Rashford was really, really, really electric kind of in a way. Yeah, Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard was also amazing. Jesse Ronaldinho,
Bro,
Ronaldinho Lingard or whatever.
yeah, Jesse
They were
Lingard became
and
a streets won't forget player. Like I rated him
bro
a lot,
and
but
and
then you remember the freaking
and my
Lingardinho memes
man,
and shit. He was getting
my
trolled.
man, Tony Marshall.
Oh,
Tony Marshall, the bro. He didn't have the Ballon d'Or clause in his contract for no reason. By the way, he
yeah,
was that good. He was that good. When Manchester United bought him, he had a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract. Although he never won it, but at that moment, that Liverpool debut, that those two goals that he scored,
yeah,
and
clear.
and the commentary, the oh yes,
Bro
bro,
even
that was
remembers the
amazing.
commentary. Let's go.
Bro, that's one of the most legendary commentaries recorded on for the Premier League. Anyway, that was in a nutshell, or that was like a quick recap, or
Yeah,
that was Manchester United versus Arsenal.
yeah.
That's how it went. Amazing match,
There,
all
there was
proper, proper,
there there
proper
was
match.
there was one more chance for Arsenal. Gyökeres completely
Oh yes,
he just skydid his freaking he wore his Lakaka boots. I don't know what bro that went for a throw in. I don't know what he did. He tried to pass it or he tried to shot. Like it's hard to explain what he did, but yeah,
it
that's
is. It is kind of in a way, you know, a bit hard to believe that this is like the same Gyökeres who was staring up, like the staring up Portuguese league, scoring so
bro
many goals
that
for Sporting
no.
Lisbon.
I would
He
say
was
this.
he was in the conversation, bro, to break, I think, Ronaldo's record or whatever.
Yeah,
Gyökeres, if you remember, when he was at
yeah,
Sporting,
yeah, yeah.
had all the cold celebration and all that. But I think my man forgot his mask
Bro,
in Sporting Lisbon, and ever since he's come here to Arsenal, his
yeah,
hands have been over his head. That's
I,
it.
yeah, I would say that he picked the wrong club. Like freaking what's his name? That freaking Jamie Carragher said, like his famous I might think I can't do the Scouts accent, but I'll just say it. He might have picked the wrong club because you can see Arsenal's style of play. It does not fit with Gyökeres' style of play. If you watched his games for Sporting CP, right? He's a run, yeah, like he carries the ball. He's like he's a Haaland type striker. He can carry the ball forward, and he's got a good finish, and he can also dribble a little bit. But Arteta does not rely on any of those. That's the problem. Arteta relies on haram ball, and I think so. I think so. The talent is there, but I would say that I used to think his celebration was coldest in the game until he joined Arsenal. Now I find it cringe. Is it just me? Like anything related with Arsenal, it just becomes cringe. I don't know. I don't find the celebration cool anymore. I just find it cringe. Maybe it's the Arsenal fans that just ruin everything. But yeah, that was the big Arsenal versus Manchester United last week. Football won. Like the main point is Haram ball lost
Oh yeah.
and football
Oh
won.
yeah. Defeat of Harambol.
Yeah.
See, defeat of Mikel Osama bin Arteta.
Bro, I think so. Ateta Niahu is still my favorite slander name.
Still, I think that was a big match from the Premier League this week. Amazing match. Had everything in it. Was absolute cinema, by the way. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, now speaking of defeating Haram ball, uh,
Let's jump on to the
Ro-
man, the myth, the founding father,
father.
the Christopher Columbus of Harambol. We are going to, and give me a little bit of drum roll. Allegri.
Yes. It was a big match week for in Serie A as well. Roma versus AC Milan. Maybe Roma in standing wise they are not there yet, but still a big name on the paper. And the game, let's jump into the game. Okay, like I'm gonna say this before anything. I think so. There's no point in watching the first half of Allegri. Like there is 0 point. I think so. This might be like the 10th match I've watched the first half, and I've regretted everything. Bro gets dominated. Like literally dominated. Allegri, I don't know what he does in the first half. He sleeps. I don't know what he does. I just don't know what he does. But he gets dominated and he's like, okay, next he does that meme, the meme. I understand it now. The first half, he lets the other team do whatever they want with this
Hmm.
Milan team. Okay,
Yeah.
they're tossing us around like Bonnie Blue. Okay, we're getting passed around everywhere in the first half, and the second half, it's like boom. Okay, Virgin Mary is here. You ain't getting it anymore. I don't know what he does, but that's what he does. Like, and that was the game against Roma as well. So let's go through the highlights. Okay, first half, Marlon chance. Okay, he scuffs the shot, and it was an easy save. Like too easily, he got into the box first of all, but thank God he scuffed the shot and easy save for Mignon. Then Kone sat down Modric, the legend of the game, got sat down, and then it was a poor shot and a good save from Menya, to be honest. Uh, but Modric got sat down. I was like, oh my god, is my goat washed? What's going on here? Then,
Modric will never be.
bro, he did get sat down though,
He
like proper sat
he
down.
is he's from the caliber of players that who if even if they cannot like run very well and fast and proper on the pitch, you'd still want to keep them in your starting 11.
Yeah,
He's
that
that
is
caliber of a player.
like I'm not judging his abilities on the game. Obviously, he's had vast experience and six UCLs to speak for it. But the thing is, he got sat out. Okay, that's the truth of the game. That's what happened. Kone, a youngling, just sat down and unk. That happened, and we have to accept that. Then Marlin was actually on fire against us for some reason. Actually, he just joined Roma in this January transfer, and he's already popping off for them. He got another chance. He should have scored. Like there was a good play from Roma inside the box again. They did 1-2
Yeah.
passes, and it was a 1v1 with Menyo, and he absolutely missed it. Like the whole goal. He didn't even hit the target. He missed the chance.
Hmm.
Definitely should have scored. Roma should have been 1-0 up. Okay. Then just before the second half, Menyo made an amazing cat-like reflex. Cats do that reflex shit. That's what Menyo did with his
Black cat.
black cat. Oh my god, that's true. On a shot from Selig, okay, there was a cross and Selig got the shot and boom, bro. Like that was such a good reflex from Menya. Like, like I said earlier, Menya been carrying Milan, bro. The amount of crazy saves he's done for us, I can't thank him enough. Like this, yeah, like literally the previous match day with Roma, he made a pen, he saved a pen on Dybala, and we won that game 1-0. Again, this game I would say it was a draw 1-1, and it was all thanks to Menyo, because that first half proved we should have at least conceded 2 goals. But Menyo, again, amazing, amazing from him. Big ups to him, man. I'm really glad he plays for my club. Then, like I said, first half is over. Allegri goes in the dressing room and just says one word.
What
He
is that?
he says it's time for black magic. That's actually a sentence, not a word. But yeah, I'm telling you, either it's black magic or it's I understand it now. Most probably it's I understand it now. He goes in and we come out, and it's a complete different game. We are defending way better. Roma are not like walking in. uh, uh, Milan is not getting passed around anymore. Defense is solid, and we get a corner, and then we did a little, short corner. Maybe a thing like you learned from Arteta, I don't know. And then Modric crosses it in, and D Winter with an easy header. And we are 1-0 up. Like, if you watch that game, if a neutral watch that game, okay, they will be like, bro, this other team just got robbed. If you saw the first half, that would be your say that the other team got robbed. They were playing better, but the Milan team got an easy goal with a header. But I would say, see, this is where a football expert, I don't know, self-proclaimed, will say you're absolutely wrong, because
You are.
the all no, I'm not. The only way Roma drew this is because they got a handball on Bertasagi. Okay, that was an really unlucky handball on him. Like, bro, it's one of those situations. If you don't give it, it's like, bro, come on. It like literally hits his hand. You have to give it. But on the other hand, like Bartasagi is not even facing that way, and it's not even in an unnatural position. It's away from his body, but he's like, you don't react that fast. How can you react that fast and put your hand against your body? So I would say really unlucky, but what can you do? The rules are the rules, and I was hoping Menyor saves it again. You know how hilarious would have that been? We won 1-0 again, and Menyor saved 2 penalties, man. That would have been so good. But Pellegrini converts the pen. Great pen. Menyor did dive the right way though, but uh, Pellegrini made it 1-1. And yeah, that's what happened. The first half, complete domination from Roma, like the Como game we discussed on the last game. This game as well, first half they dominated us. We were getting passed around. Literally, we didn't even create a chance. Last time against Roma, we got a pen, we created a chance, and then we had the momentum and we won the game. But against Roma, bro, we were horrible, to say the least. Uh, the thing is, I would still stand by the point I made. I think so. Roma got lucky, not Milan. If that handball doesn't happen, we win this game 1-0. Simple as
Roma
that.
got lucky.
Bro, yeah, see, like I explained it to you. Why? Because that handball, if that handball does not happen, okay, Roma
Hmm.
doesn't get the goal for the draw, because the second half they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Like I said, the defense was very solid. They were not walking in anymore. Milan were not conceding any shots. We were solid in defense. We got our one goal and we were defending cool. The only way Roma scored to make it a draw is because of that handball, which, like I said, is really unlucky call. It's like a 50-50, you could say. Some would say it's a pen, some would say it's not a pen. What can you do? Okay, that's how they got the pen, and then they scored. They made it 1-1. So, in my point of view, not Milan. Okay, It's Roma who got lucky with the draw. Otherwise, we would have been uh, again still only 3 points behind Inter, but now we are 4 points behind because of the draw. So that's that for this game, Roma versus Milan. But there was another huge match day, which was Juventus versus Napoli. Okay, and let me tell you a little fact about it. Okay, Napoli got dominated the whole game. I'm telling you, I was looking for any bit of positives about Napoli, but no, I could not find anything. They did not create any chances. There was not even half a chance. Okay, when there's half a chance, there was not even a half a chance, and obviously there was zero goal scoring chances. Napoli did fuck all. Spalletti put actually Spalletti bent over Conte and gave him his wood, like literally inserted it deep inside Conte. He got completely outplayed, and yeah. So let's go through the highlights now. First half,
Right.
Kefren Turam, okay, Kenan
Oh
Yildiz,
yeah, yeah. So Ram posters. Yes, 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 yes. Seen
yeah,
that.
he hit the post with a curler. What a, like it was nice curl shot, but not curling enough. But hit the post. Then Jonathan David. If you know about Hater Central, he was cooking Jonathan David, saying I don't even know his name and shit. But he was actually having a really bad form. But now he's picked up form. He has scored a couple of goals, and he scored one here as well. He scored a goal, pretty scrappy, I would say. Not something great, but still a goal. But the celebration was pretty nice. There was,
Celebration, this thing. His goal celebration was really good.
yeah,
Nice goal.
they were
You know.
they were drinking tea, but I think so it was Conte's tears. You decide what was it. It's definitely Conte's tears, man. Then if you know about Conceição, brother of Lisandro Martinez, because they're literally similar in height. His shot, okay, was blocked off the line by Bongiorno. Bro, that was like goal. That
Concesar
was
shot it. Concesar shot it. And the motherfucker said, stop the ball. And he said, Bonjour.
ah
Buongiorno.
Bongiorno, bro. That's a name. That's a name and a half. But that was a really, really good goal line clearance. He slid in and put it off the line. And maybe Napoli could have taken inspiration for that, but I think so. Conte was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. It's my second season. I usually don't perform. I don't give a fuck. Just go out there. If you can score, just score." Second half, Juan Jesus made a mistake. Yildiz with a goal, and Yildiz is really a star. And if you see his celebration, bro, I don't know how he does it. Have you seen his celebration? The star celebration he does.
Oh, yes, bro.
I,
Coldest celebration since the Dybala celebration. Like
yeah, bro.
the
But I don't get the physics behind it. How does he do it? How does he do it? It's too cool for me, man. It's like when in
he
2000,
even had the gloves made and all that shit.
bro, that was edited. Come on, bro. They like if somebody made a custom glove, then it would be like that, but it's not made. I guess he will get custom made gloves for it for the celebration. That will look amazing. But the thing is, it reminded me of the Delhi Ali challenge in the school we used to do. I know I can do that celebration, the Delhi Ali celebration, but I don't know how to do this Yildiz Star thing. And
Bro, the Delhi Ali celebration, I still get my hand fucking twisted when I try to do it.
bro, that's easy. That's easy. That was nice, but it's not that hard. But this Yildiz one is hard. But the icing on the cake is, if you translate Yildiz into Turkish, it literally means star. So that's really really nice. Like I really like that celebration and
Dying
all.
star, by the way, I think.
Dying star? Okay, I did not know that. I know it means
No,
star.
my man.
I know it means star. I don't know about dying star. Then
I don't really know what it means. I just want to, shit on his name.
okay, I don't know. Number one Yildiz hater, I guess, for no reason. Like I know he's Turkish. Turkish people are weird, but he's kind of cool, bro. I really wish he leaves Juventus. I really hate Juve. I want him in Milan, man. Yildiz is too good for Juventus. Let's be honest, okay. Yeah, his big move is pending, and let's hope it's AC Milan. I would love to have a player like Yildiz at Milan, man. Anyways, he scored there and made it 2-0. And then the third goal came in. Kostic with a really great finish from outside the box. And yeah, 3-0 to Juve. Uh, like I said, complete dominant. Like I literally cannot talk. Like I said, the highlights say it is a complete domination. The match says it's a complete domination because it was a complete domination. Spalletti cooked Juve. Sorry, Napoli. Absolutely. And who got sacked? Tudor. Yeah, Tudor got sacked because he was getting draws, a lot of draws and losses and shit. Spalletti came in, and you know what? Juve are firing again. Juve are cooking under Spalletti. But who is not cooking? We need to talk about second season Conte. Like, tell me one good second season of Conte. Come on.
Second season of Conte, a good one
Yeah, come on, tell me.
is the one, is
Yeah,
the part
exactly.
where he leaves.
Yeah, that is exactly, bro. I don't what actually. There's two things: second season Conte and UCL Conte. Like we can talk about the UCL, like as Napoli just literally got literally thrown out by the UCL. I think so. They finished second last or third last. They were like 24th or 23rd, some shit like that. But the point is, UCL Conte is just ass.
UCL
Se-
Conte is just another Sunday league manager. That's
bro,
all.
yeah,
Now League Conte, now that's something.
bro, that
League
is,
Conte
yeah,
is that is something.
but
Regardless of whatever it is, my man comes in. He says, "Why give me why give me five
that,
before season? I could do the job in the first season.
bro,
Eh? That
but
is the best, no?
but that's not how football works. And he only wins the league. Like he doesn't even like. Okay, maybe sometimes he
Bro,
wins domestic competitions, but in league,
I understand that.
the first
I
bro,
understand that.
I don't get it.
But like, look,
I don't rate it
but
at
look
all.
though, look though. You don't rate league titles.
No, I don't rate like I just don't rate Conte as a manager. Let's be honest here, okay? Let's get the elephant out
I,
of the room. I
I.
don't
Then
rate Conte as
who do
an
you have
elite.
in who do you have in mind then?
What
You
do you
don't say
mean?
deserving. You don't say
No,
deserving.
bro. If you're comparing Deservi and Conte, maybe yes, you're right. He doesn't have the
Whatever it
accolades,
is,
but
matter
bro,
how good
I would,
football
I
that he.
would, I would take Deserbi like 100 times, not even 100 million
If
times over Conte, bro. I never want
I'll
Conte
say,
near Milan.
I'll say if your football, if your style of football gets you to the final, right? Final of any maybe League Cup or maybe the
Yeah,
EFL or whatever gets you to the final match day of the league, right? And you fail, your style of football is shit.
bro, that
It's like
is,
when it matters the most, you're not doing anything. Like I saw the same shit at Brighton. Then I'm seeing like the same shit at Marseille as well and all that. My man, what are you doing? All right, fine, I get it. You play good football and all that, but where the fuck are the accolades to back that shit up?
bro. The thing
Like,
is,
okay, fine. The Conte's one, I agree. He is completely as in international football and all that, right? But remember though, and this is a really big feat. And by the way, this is the only feat that Arsenal has as well. That keeps those deluded cunts thinking that they are like another big club or whatever. The invincible title,
Bro, that
the last team from
okay.
Syria to be to get an invincible title
S-
was Antonio Conte's Juventus.
That is, and see. You're talking to someone who is a Serie veteran. Okay, his invincible title. Yes, I will not disrespect it, but okay, but literally every other team except Napoli that time was straight ass. Milan was literally fighting 10th place. Inter was fighting 10th place. Okay, Milan and Inter were down in the trenches. Other teams were absolutely ass. Only competition Juve had were Napoli and there was one more team I can't remember. I think so. It was Lazio. I can't remember properly, but Lazio was also not that good. Like Napoli was the only team actually giving competition to Juve. Okay,
Yeah, bro.
if you
Like
look at that invincible season, okay, you cannot rate it as good as the Arsenal one because Arsenal one there were actually good teams present at that time. But right now, when Conte won it,
I
bro,
could counter,
Syria was
I
dead.
could counter that argument. I could counter that argument by saying that Arsenal had like God knows how many draws in that season.
Yeah, but bro, that is acceptable, bro. Did you see the Premier League that time? It was pretty good. Like Manchester United was pretty good. Arsenal was
Pretty
pretty
good.
good.
My man, pretty
Chelsea
good.
was pretty good.
Yeah,
Then
you say pretty good time. The prime Barclays, Barclays,
it's Barclays, I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Barclays, Barclays Premier League, brother, is the peak football I consider.
See that
Absolute dog shit, no hogging over the fucking, across, it's like hogging it over to the other side of the field or whatever. Proper straight men played football back then, bro. Like the
that
red cards now were not
yeah,
even were not even fouls back then or whatever. But anyway,
bro.
getting back to the point,
Roy
getting
Keane
back to the point,
Roy Keane was freaking slicing people up there.
getting back to the point, the Napoli's one, and you're comparing it. Sorry, Juventus's invincible
Invincible,
season.
yeah.
You're comparing it with Arsenal's one, and I think your boss, your argument is pretty baseless, bro. Come on,
Bro,
like
it's not
we know
baseless.
at times even the bottom level teams turns into prime Barcelona or whatever, and and they can beat them, but they were not defeated no
Yeah,
matter what.
see that I'm not saying I disrespect. Yeah, obviously winning every game is hard, okay, and not losing at all is hard. There's always a slip up here and there. Like even freaking no wait, Xavi Alonso's they lost or did they get invincible? I can't remember now. They won the season invincible. Yeah, yeah, they won the season. That is also pretty huge. But the point is that if you're comparing with the Arsenal one, I would rather uh, give it to the Arsenal than the Conte one. Because Conte one, bro, Syria was dead that time. Like everybody will agree with me that Syria when Conte did the invincible season, Inter was dead, Milan was dead, Roma was dead. Only Napoli was the competition, and obviously they dominated. Absolutely winning 9 times. They won 9 times in a row, man. Juve won 9 times in a row. That's what Serie A dark times were. But yeah, that's pretty much it for both the match
Right.
days, both Milan, Roma, and
Right.
Juve Napoli. Now let's talk about De Zerbi, I guess.
Uber Eats, let's go to Uber Eats League, let's go. Now talking about Marseille's versus, I can't really even say the fucking name of this club or whatever, man.
It's Lons.
Marseille
It's
Marseille's
Lons.
versus Lyon.
No,
Lyon.
no, bro.
Poisson.
if any French viewer is watching this somehow, we apologize for the pronunciation because I don't even know. I think so it's Lance, right? Or
Lens,
just call it Lens, bro. Fuck it.
Lens, Marseille, Marseilles,
Marcel, no,
Marseille,
let's stick with Marseille and Lens. Okay, let's not trigger the French fans too much.
and Lens. Right. So first half, we got the gory goal. I mean, gory goal in 3 minutes. My man, scored the goal in 3 minutes. Maybe luck, maybe skill, a bit of both. Who knows? Whatever
Yeah.
it is, my man ran up to the goalpost like they were giving out free tickets or free treatment in Turkey for the hair transplant or whatever. He was running
Bro.
so
Yeah,
he was
that
running so desperately. He just couldn't. He would have. I think if he didn't get the ball, he would have ran straight through the nets and into the stand. But
bro,
anyway,
that
he
is true.
got the ball. He got the ball, scored the goal.
That hairline needs treatment for real.
Oh yeah, that's why I said he thought maybe they were giving out, free hair transplant treatment tickets or whatever, paid trip to Turkey. But still, Amin Gori scores a goal, and then Vaneri debut Golazzo, who ran from his own half, great finish from outside the box. Uh, my man, saw the saw the position, saw
Yeah,
the space. He said, "Hold on, let me turn on the jets."
and debut as
Sat
well.
down, tied
Cold.
his he said, "Let me turn on the jets." Pressed on his Messi button or the R9 switch or whatever, and then ran down the straight to the post like he's got letters to send to his beloved blood. You feel me? Like my man was charging to the post. He's charging to the post like it was the post office or something.
Yeah, and that cold finish.
Oh yes, that goal was really beautiful. Like he
Yeah,
scored. Little bit nice of a curse. He got on the ball. Ball curves and goes inside the net. Now Marseille's are 2-0 up. And then again, second half goes on. Amin Gori scores his second goal. Tap in. Great team play from Marseille. You know,
that's Deserby ball.
Deserby, Deserby ball, okay, it's fine. It's good to watch and all that. It's really nice and all. But come on, man. Like, he still doesn't have any accolades.
But
That's
okay,
different talk for another podcast.
yeah, that's true. We can go on forever.
Most memorable thing from the match, you could say, was the Sangari great steal in the middle of the pitch and a Trivela pass to Fofana.
That was cold,
Beautiful
bro.
pass. I don't
That's
even remember the Fofana goal. I don't even remember the Fofana goal. That
yeah,
pass from Sangari
that's
was
some
so good.
French
That
football
was
right
so
there.
good. That was some French Snapchat football right there on the pitch we saw.
For real, man. And it was his debut as well, Sengai's debut as well, and he produced that triple assist. That was pretty cool. And yeah, that was Marseille versus Lens, third versus first, and PS.
Yeah, Fofana scored the goal. Bofana, rejoice all of the three fans who support Lens.
Lance, man, Lance. Say it again,
No,
Lance.
no.
So
Did
Lance
you
was
see for
first.
Fofana?
Lance was first,
Yeah.
I think so, when they played the match, and Marseille was third. They lost the game. PSG took advantage, and now PSG is leading the league. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good title race going on. To be honest, first, like, maybe I don't know, in God knows how long, French football got a good, interesting title race of three horses at least. Yo, Lance is kind of underrated, by the way. You didn't hear from it anymore, and then all of a sudden, they're in the title race. That's kind of nuts.
Nah, bro, I got a job.
All right, mate. All right. But
Talking about longs.
okay,
Now
that's
then,
let's
right.
there was
Moving on, let's get
let's
down to
to
the
the
talk of the
midweek.
town.
The
To the talk of
midweek.
the town,
The
the match day, the match of the week, the final leg in the Champions League group stage. the
There were
match day 8
18 matches,
of the
bro.
Champions League.
18 matches
18 matches,
in one day
yet one of them was the
was,
one that stood out the most
bro,
memorable. You
the
know,
most.
I got to, I was at work, the other day, and I was talking about how Jose Mourinho. When I saw the UCL table before match day 8, and
Yeah.
I was speaking to my colleague about how Jose Mourinho has, kind of fallen off in a way. I mean, like 2 years back, maybe 3 years back, I think he was with Roma and he went to Europa League final,
Uh
which
huh.
I think he won. I believe so. He won. I saw that match live, and it was, Anthony Taylor, the goat.
Yeah, I think so.
God knows what happens. He
With
just wakes
Roma,
up one
yeah.
day,
With Roma.
he sees a match. Anthony Taylor, I'm confident he decides it this way: who's going to win. He sees the match day, decides which, like, his favorite team or favorite color is from the set of colorful clothes. I don't know if he has any, right? And he says, "I so which color am I? Which team am I going to support today? Let's see. Oh, blue. Okay, Manchester City will win against Manchester United. Sure, we'll figure it out later on." So
You're
Anthony
getting.
Taylor. So Jose Mourinho. I was speaking to my colleague the other day. I was saying, I feel really bad because, like, the special one needs to be in the tournaments and all that, like Champions League or maybe the Europa League
He's
or
getting
maybe
old though.
or the Conference League or whatever. Bro, this guy is like the first. I think it's him, Sir Alex Ferguson, and who else? Who else?
Allegri. I don't know. Uh,
No, I'm talking
on what are you even
about
talking about?
like leaders. Like, I think Jose
Oh,
Mourinho and Sir Alex Ferguson, I believe, were like born to be
bro.
leaders. In a way.
Yeah, that is true. Like Jose Mourinho with his quotes, fucking hell, man. Like can get you pumped up. Like before a gym session, just put his quotes on. That's it. Your warm up is ready. His quotes are like generational. I love his quotes, man.
Legendary. Yeah.
Anyways, let's go on to the highlights of a Real versus a Benfica, or was it Benfica versus Real? Anyways, I think so. Benfica was home. It didn't look like the Bernabeu. Yeah, it was Benfica. It was home. But yeah, the game out of all the 18 matches, we picked this one, and you will know why. Because oh my god, what a game by the way. First of all, what a game. It was really good football showing there, and the last minute theatrics that happened. Anyways, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. First half, Courtois with a great save, bro. He is, I don't know what it happens, but in UCL he just puts on steroids or some shit and just produces master classes of saves, man. Like, do you remember that Liverpool versus Real final, bro? I've never seen a goalkeeper perform that good. That was some
Oh, no.
crazy
That
saves,
was
man.
the greatest goalkeeper performance in a UCL final, by the way.
Bro, for real, man. Like he was, I think so. He is the only goalkeeper to win a man of the match in a UCL final. That's how good his performance was. Great save from him. Then we got the turtle himself with the goal. I believe it was his sixth, seventh. No, I'm sorry. I'm literally 25 and I'm making 6, 7 jokes.
6, 7. There's no.
His 67th goal. I think so. It was his 67th goal. But yeah, Mbappe with Mbappe in UCL is still alive. He's getting 67 goals. It's pretty good. But then that is where Real Madrid 1-0. But then Raul Asensio with some terrible, terrible defending. Bro tripped, then he fell. Do you understand what the sentence itself doesn't make sense, but it actually happened. He tripped and he fell at the same time. It's hard to explain, but you will see what I mean. And then there was a great cross, and bro, how do you even pronounce this? Andreas Schildrop. Is that right? Andreas Schildrop. Andreas. Let's just stick with Andreas.
Hold it up.
Andreas makes it 1-1. Okay. Then there was a foul by touch too many on Otamendi. I know, I just love that slander, man. Touch too many. Too many on Otamendi for the pen. Okay. It was like I think so. It was a push or maybe a pull, but it was a corner, and Chiomeni committed a foul, and Real Madrid got a pen. Before the pen, though, Asensio, I don't know, he thinks like he's some Sergio Ramos, but he ain't shit. I tell you that. He lost his cool. He picked up a fight and shit, pushed some people, got a yellow for it. Then Palvidis converts the penalty. Pretty good, pretty good. Then second half, do you want to take this over, Chief Beef?
Oh yeah. Anyway, second half taken up from where you left off. Palpatine converts the penalty. Roma are now 2-1 up. Pretty good position. Now they're waiting for I think it was Roma and
At Roma,
uh,
Benfica,
no,
bro.
no, no, no. Sorry. Yeah, Benfica. Sorry, Benfica are in pretty good position. They're winning the match. They kind of qualified for the playoff, but I think it was some other team. I don't know which one. Which the other team won, and Roma had to score one more goal to what do you say?
Yeah, they
Get
did.
the
I think so. They needed to have a difference of two
yeah,
goals.
yeah, yeah.
That was the task they needed to have el- to be eligible to play the playoffs.
Yes, and again, Jose Mourinho does his thing. And this was really amazing. Maybe you might have not caught it, and I may be wrong. I may be wrong, but Benfica started the second half a little bit late.
I believe you because Mourinho would do something like that.
Benfica started the second half a little bit late because he wanted to know which team who is set up where so that he can maybe make the changes he can maybe make he can maybe make something what do you say he can make the proper changes and all that or substitution or
Yeah,
whatever. This guy just like never ceases to amaze me. This guy is amazing. He was born to be a political leader. He is being a football manager.
forced to be a football manager. Yep.
Yeah. Even when he does shit like this, you can't hate on Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, bro. Jose Mourinho is the goat, man. Like I used to not rate him, like not rate him. Like I used to hate him because he didn't pick Kaka for the which World Cup was it? It was some World Cup. Because he didn't suggest the Brazilian coach because like Kaka was too old at that time. So I was like, and also when Kaka was at Real Madrid, he chose Mesut Ozil, or there was one black guy.
And I will also say this,
So I used to hate
okay,
him.
so it keeps on going. Second half again, Schilder up,
Bro,
or
just
Schilderup.
just call him Andreas, bro.
Andreas, great finish to make it another 3-1.
They got the two goal
Now
difference.
Benfica, yeah, Benfica is in amazing position, but other team has Mbappe playing in that
Yeah.
team. Mbappe makes it 3-2. Amazing save by Courtois on the Barreiro. Should have done better though.
Yeah.
Actually, I think so. I think it was a bit of a waste of an opportunity, but still, what can
He,
be done?
like if he hit the
Now
target better.
Real. Okay, after that, I think at like getting closer to the final whistle, Real
Yeah.
Madrid started to lose their head a little bit.
Yeah, heads was lost, head
See,
lost,
you
proper
got
head loss.
you got Asensio red card, Rodrigo red card, Bellingham is committing a foul, Mbappe is getting desperate. The goalkeeper hasn't even like put the ball on the ground or whatever,
Yeah,
and he's going to shoot it, and Mbappe just
yeah. He did
touches it
the
over his head and just like smashes his head. and gets a yellow.
Um,
And then I think so. Yes, again I'll say Mourinho started the second half a little bit late. He saw what Real Madrid players were doing and everything.
yeah,
I think he found out in between the match, like at the end, he found out that he needed one more goal to qualify for the playoffs. He keeps just two players, right, two midfielders, like in the middle, sends everyone ahead, even sets the goalkeeper to go up ahead, and well,
yeah.
we all know
Bellingham,
terrific cross in, terrific cross in inside the box. Benfica's goalkeeper Trubin was moving like 2014 Ronaldo.
bro, that was some
2000,
header, man.
2011, 2012 Ronaldo. The man was moving like he was going in full speed, stopped himself, and then went up again, positioned himself. Great header. The pass was really amazing as well. By the way, I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing, bro. Like Bellingham committed a foul on 90 plus 7 minute, bro. Like that's literally if he doesn't commit the foul, this does not happen. You know, like if you know about butterfly effect, that's real. Like that's what butterfly effect is basically. He commits a
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
ass, like it was a stupid foul. Like there was no reason. The game is ending. You have qualified. No need to do this. I don't know why did
Like I said,
but
they lost their head. I think so. They by the end they lost their head actually.
the lost
When Viga's keeper Trubin, comes in forward, scores the goal, and
makes a photo.
Mourinho. I think if you watched it, Mourinho went crazy. My man didn't see
Bro,
anyone. He was
yeah.
celebrating with the ball boy.
Bro, he literally celebrated crazy like he never coached Real Madrid. Like he has zero feelings for Real Madrid. That's what I love about Mourinho, man. He doesn't give a fuck. Once he leaves you, you're dead to him.
Nah, I mean he still said that he was what do you say has still like all the clubs except for Tottenham. He said straight out right he hates Tottenham. He doesn't like it because he hasn't won anything
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, bro. Even Mourinho couldn't win anything at Tottenham, man. That club is cursed.
He's
But
he's shown whatever it is. He's shown that it deserves the space, deserves the job, and everything. And I think so. His next test, the remontada. The script writers at Madrid are fucking amazing. They've made sure that Real Madrid faces off Benfica again in the round of
again,
16
yeah, the
playoff.
round of 16 playoffs. So, and this
And
time,
by the way, they're going to have two legs.
and it will be in Bernabeu. They'll freaking
The first leg or the return leg.
I can't remember, but all I know is they will put that rice cooker's lid on, and they will get cooked by Mourinho. Bro, the new Bernabeu Stadium. Honestly, I hate it. I don't like the design. It's not for me.
Whatever it is going to be, I can say this match is only going to be played in the first leg. The
Yeah.
second leg, it's all going to be Real Madrid's team training session. Because ain't no way, I know for a fact that none of the players from Benfica are going to touch the ball or want the ball. Second leg is going to be proper vintage Mourinho masterclass.
that that will happen. I can definitely see that happening. But yeah, that was pretty much it for last week's matches. Pretty huge week again. The Arsenal Man United match was amazing. Then this UCL
The
match, bro.
Benfica.
The Benfica, bro. When was the last time keeper scored a goal in the UCL? That was pretty, and he did the freaking knee slide. That knee slide was clean, bro. You see his knee slide, amazing, bro. A striker's finish and a striker's knees.
Celebration.
Yeah, man. He need to switch positions. I think so. He's playing. He's playing in the wrong position. He need to be a striker. But yeah, I think so. That's it for our second podcast. Let's go. Uh,
Second podcast in. We're going to keep them coming in. Drew, drop your feedback in the replies, in the comment
yeah,
section, in the replies. Send your feedback. Whatever it is, just
Yep.
say it. Just say it. Don't hide it.
Don't
It's
hide
all
it.
right. You can say me. You can tell me. You can tell me anything you want.
And follow all of our socials. We are active on X, Twitter, Spotify. No, okay, not there, but soon maybe. And I'm kidding.
Uh,
Never there. Never there.
so be looking.
And yeah, I think so. That's it for this podcast. It's been me, Lal Chutney, and my co-host,
Chief Beef.
Chief Beef. Bye bye.
Great podcast section, guys. Really talking, really amazing talking to you. Hopefully, you've enjoyed this podcast just as much as we've enjoyed talking about it this week.
Yep. All right, guys. See you in the next
We'll
one.
see you again next week.
Bye bye.
Follow us on all socials. See you guys.